So here we have the lovely, cutest Rover that you could possibly lay your eyes on in Old English white. The first Old English white, not the second one, because they did Old English white on the 25, which was a bit more Old English whitey looking. This one's a bit brighter. But yeah, well, another Rover on this channel. Yeah, and you know what? It's not even brought courtesy of Allegro Man. It's just a review. But there's a reason for it. It's not your run-of-the-mill 3-door 200. No, this one is the special one. The 200 VI. It's special because it's fast, and it's special because it's rare. Much rarer than the BRM. Do you think the BRM's a rare car? I'd like to drive one. I haven't done. All you've got to do is go to Pride of Longbridge and you'll find about 10 of them all parked together. V52, not Danger Mouse. That's quite a good number plate actually. This or a 25 GTI or a BRM. Well, we know this is the rarer one, and it certainly has a much older face than the 25. As the old corporate Rover face. I like the 25, but the 25 become a kind of corporate cartoon Rover face rather than this. This just shouts of lower middle class England trying to look a little bit more fancy than what they really are. I'd like to think I was being quite smart with that analogy, but actually I'm not, because they were more fancy, weren't they? This is more fancy than a Renault Clio, and it's got a bigger boot as well. That's the thing, Rover really didn't fit quite in the same category as all the other car manufacturers. They like to be in between things instead. Though if you're familiar with my channel, you've seen this kind of thing before. I'm going to show you just how big the boot is. The boot is still big enough to fit a person inside, should you need to do. But of course, no persons were ever stored in the back of Rover 25s or 200s. There wouldn't be enough room with all the cakes. The lovely alloy wheels, 15-inch wheels, rather than the 16-inch Cosmos alloys, which you might mistake them for at first glance. I'm going to say something again that you'd expect, which is, it's a Rover built from a time when they were making them for people who liked cars. So although it looks very, very similar to the 25 under there, it has a few more bits. It has this, look, it has something to help keep the sound of the engine at bay, in the engine bay itself. There's the VVC cam thing there. That's what makes this car just a bit more pokey than what you would normally have in a 1.8. Although I will say, I like the 1.8. The 1.8 without the VVC, just the twin cam, because it's still quite revvy, but it's torquey. Whereas this one, the idea is it's torquey and revvy at the same time, which is quite a double act. Nice and hot under here as well. We appear to have heated windscreen washers. Or not, yeah, there's some sort of thing there to generate heat to stop the thing from freezing. I don't know if it's aftermarket or not. Because this car is 26 years old this year, I'm going to try out the door shut sounds and see whether I like them. First you have to open the door, and then, well, it's all right actually. We have these lovely sticky out windows on the back that you can just pop out and get your hand stuck in there. Proper leather with the red piping, a sporty but gentlemanly look. Although it wasn't, I think it should have some red piping around these bits as well, but it doesn't. Proper 3-point belts in the back. Carpet, naturally. And of course the dashboard that was introduced in 1995 and used in more than this car. It was used in the R8 Tourer and Coupe when Honda fell out with them for working with BMW. So they put their own dash in it towards the end of that run. And then, I'm not entirely sure why, but they replaced this material with something a little bit less nice and got rid of the veneer insert. Cheeky. It's what a Rover should be. It's what a British car should be. In fact, you might even say it's what a car should be. One of these. You should have one of these. Never mind a Focus. If you don't want a Focus, you could have one of these. I'm going to take it for a drive, show you. I'm doing 50 miles per hour along the famous if you live in this area, Wild House Lane. It's great because you can go a bit faster than 30 until you meet the traffic jam that's just appeared up there. How inconsiderate is that? You arse wipes. Look at this though, look at this. 30, it just picks up like that. It's great. Normally these engines can be a bit peaky, so you have to really wring the nuts off them, otherwise they just feel like a 1.4. But this one doesn't. This one feels lovely. Look at that. That's quite a cool old Porsche. As I sit in unexpected traffic, I can at least appreciate the interior of the R3, which is very, very similar to the 25, like I have, except the dashboard is slightly nicer, and the seats are, well, they're proper leather, and they smell very leathery as well, which is nice. Much better than damp. I wouldn't really want to sit in a car where the carpet's been piss wet through, and all you can smell is swamp. So I'm grateful that you managed to clean that up first. Introducing the Legro Man 2. Oh, and the door cards haven't collapsed either. Ah, that one has a bit, I suppose.
I think it's where previous owner's husband used to lean on it.
Well, that's what you do with your elbow, isn't it, normally? Yeah. But that's one thing where the 25 did improve in quality. Just that one thing, which was the door cards. Not for what they look like, but because they stopped making them out of actual cardboard. And cardboard and Rovers are not a good mix, because obviously it's going to get damp, isn't it? And what happens to cardboard when it gets damp? It goes floppy. Whereas plastic doesn't. Ah, that's why. That was here this morning when I come down. Lovely smooth box, I'll say. I do like a smooth box.
Well, mate.
It has a bit of wrought, doesn't it?
Yeah, we'll go with wrought.
Wrought.
I think it may just have a slight blow.
Ah, right.
I think that's what might be giving it. It's the meaty sound.
Yeah, the thing is, a slight blow is never really a bad thing, is it?
No,
it's
I enjoy a slight blow.
A massive hole's a different matter. I found that with my car when it started to blow on the back box. I thought, oh, that's quite nice. It's a bit like when the exhaust starts to blow. It's a bit like putting a bit of salt on your chips, and then suddenly you've accidentally tipped the whole lot on there, and now you don't want it. I'm trying to do a serious car review here. The road to Blackstone Edge. It's a nice road to go up. I do a thing where I try and get all the way up in 5th gear, which shows that the car has a decent amount of torque. This has 143 brake horsepower, but has it got the torque to get up there? Yes, it has. I know it has. I know it has, because most cars can do it. It's not really that much of a challenge. I don't even know why I bother doing it. It's just, all it does is, it's there to embarrass weak cars. And this shouldn't be weak, because this is the fancy model. This is the 143 brake horsepower Rover. Very interesting. It's very interesting. People always ask, why do I like Rover? They don't always ask, they've stopped asking that because I've just given the answer. Most of them know what the answer is now. But because cars like this, not only are they really cute, cheap, they cost pennies to run, they never go wrong. And then to add to that, they drive fantastically. This is such a refined driving experience whilst being a peppy little car. It's fantastic. And they're nimble, they're like a little go-kart, and you just can't not smile whilst driving one. And I've said that before as well, and I've just said it again, and I'm not bothered. And now my ears are starting to pop. How about yours? We made it up fifth gear, actually, and I've slowed down quite a bit as well, because I didn't really want to be driving in an abusive manner, because that's what I'm like. Basically, a very, very underrated car is the VI. Because it came out before the BRM, where they did some suspension tweaks, and the steering rack was different. Because the R3s have got a much tighter turning circle than the 25. This is a bit more comfortable. But it's definitely good enough. It's not like you find yourself thinking, oh, it's too floppy on the corners. It's like driving a blancmange on a shopping trolley with wheels that are too big. You said I'd enjoy it, and I'm not doing. You're just filming. You've got no idea how to do this, have you not? It's just, I asked you whether you knew what you were doing, and you assured me that you knew exactly what you were doing, and you've done all sorts of filming, and you've lots and lots of experience in videography.
Well, who's the fool, me or you for believing me?
I think me. This is going to be the worst car review ever. I mean, I should leave it as the worst car review ever by not even bothering to edit it.
I can tell you like it. It's growing on you, a bit like the black mould that was in it.
Now, I know you're not familiar with this, Michael, but these are hills. They don't have them in Wigan, do they? What did you think of that? Did you think, what's going on here? How come we're going up a hill?
I wanted to know what kind of voodoo it was.
Well, it's not voodoo. It's voodooant. Voodooant. Sorry, don't mean to touch you up. So you got to be careful. You know, some people drill holes in their back box just to get that sound. And of course, that's going to take off all the zinc coating and make it rot out rather quickly.
Personally, I don't think you should mess with your back box.
I didn't start this, you know. I might as well have Boaty back on the channel if you're going to start say all that kind of thing.
Innuendo.
Yeah.
I always like to get one in.
Oh gosh.
I'm sorry.
I bet there's going to be loads of shots that you didn't even take, isn't there? I bet I'm going to go to edit this afterwards and there'll be all sorts of missing footage.
I don't think Spielberg thought that was going to go.
You've already threatened him with that.
I look like Danger Mouse.
I was just saying, it's the V52, not Danger Mouse.
Oh, right, with you. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, you Penfold. I'll be Danger Mouse.
I'll be Penfold then. Good grief, DM.